Hey everybody, this is Mount Laurel Metalworks. I'm Chad, and I wanted to show you something that I see a lot on the videos on YouTube. It's people tramming in various things on their equipment, and we're going to go over something on the mill here real quick, just to show you the proper and improper use of various indicators when you're trying to tram equipment on your mill. So a lot of people are using their indicators incorrectly, and it could lead to incorrect measurements when doing this. So let's get over to the mill, and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. All right, everybody, I've got my mill here, and we've got two types of indicators. I've got, one type of indicator, got both test indicators on them, but two types of stands. And we've got a regular mag base with a, positioning arm, and we've got this type here that is designed to go on your spindle nose, okay? And what this is excellent for is tramming your mill head to your table, okay? And for checking perpendicular in reference to the vertical travel of your column, okay? Your spindle, sorry. And what we do here is this obviously has a little C shape, and you clamp this around the spinning portion of your column, okay? You put your machine in neutral, and now you can rotate this to multiple positions. There's lots of videos on how to do this. I'm not gonna go into the exact, but what you basically would do is take a measurement over here on your table, take a measurement over here on your table, and get them both to zero out. You can do the same thing with a part. You want to make sure your part is level. You can take a measurement on one side of your part and the other side of your part to be sure that you are 90 degrees to your spindle, okay? But what I see a lot of people doing is using this in order to tram their vise. And I'm going to put my machine back into bat gears, which is the most restrictive gearing on the machine to give it the greatest amount of force. But what you'll see is there's still play in these spindles. There's not much. But when you're trying to tram something, this could be problematic. And this is exactly what I see a lot of people doing, is they're going along and they're using this, and they'll position this with the dial where they can see it, obviously, and they'll try and tram along the vise, okay? Basically, let me see if I can turn this to show you more what I'm talking about. Okay, come here. So you guys can see an example of what someone might do. This one isn't set up in the best position for this, sorry. But they would come through and they would use their dial indicator in a fashion like this, okay? Lock up their gears, and then they would bring their vise forward until it contacted the indicator and run their table left and right, checking to see if they're 90 degrees to their spindle. But if your vise is not tram, that you might have a problem with moving this indicator that little bit and get a false reading. So using this to tram in something horizontal travel on your machine isn't going to work very well. You can use it to test this direction, but not this direction because of the rotation of the spindle. Okay, so if we want to go ahead and tram our vise, what we want to use is we want to use something rigid that is relative to our spindle. So we're going to go ahead and extend our spindle, and now this portion of your spindle does not rotate. This is fixed. So this is where we come in with our mag-based indicator. Now you don't have to use the spindle, you can use something else. I don't have many flat surfaces on my machine, so I use the spindle. But we would then position this on our spindle, put our arm in place, and then be able to run back and forth, ensuring that our vise is nice and square. And you'll notice there's no play here. I can't get this to move like I did with the other indicator. So just a real quick setup idea that if you're going to be tramming in your vise, don't use this type clamp to the actual moving piece of your spindle, clamp it to something solid. Okay, great, I hope that helps. Hope that dispels a little confusion on some of the videos that are out there. So once again, thank you for watching.